very good afternoon to football fans in the world, here in Australia and especially in New South Wales. This is the National Premier League Women's Competition Round 2, coming to you live from Christie Park, the Arctic Circle, the Wind Tunnel, whatever you like to call it these days. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon here in Sydney, but the wind has picked up, so if you do get that sound coming through the mic, we do apologise. My name's John Rizzuto. Pleasure to be calling for you here on the Football New South Wales official YouTube channel, live streaming to you for all the great action that you've got coming in the next 90 minutes. Arguably the match of the round in front of you, the Gladesville Ravens taking host to last year's champions, APIA Leichhardt. Set to be a cracking game with two sides with big ambitions to getting to the pointy end of the season and finishing on top when the final whistle is blown in 2024. Let's go through the team lineups for you if you didn't catch them on screen just previously and you're joining us. Starting off with the away side, who have no changes from the starting lineup that lost last week to Manly 1-0. Sophie Magers is in goal at number 1. Tanya Barazio is in 3. In number 6 is Tay Rera Walker. 7 is Charlotte Lancaster. 9, Brindley Gentle up front. She's joined with Ashley Croft in 11. Giselle Pepino is 15 for you. 16 is Estelle Fregale. 17 is Angelique Histradulu. 21 is Caitlin Marie Kiparizov. And 28 is Bet Crawford for the starting lineup. 14 and on the bench for you today in the subs. And there's some changes here for APIA this weekend. Mia Golding is in 14. 19 is Imogen Lane. 26 is Sophia Konstantinidis. And 31 is Olivia Mitchell. She's joined by Amelia Vidakovic and Zoe Panagolopoulos in 63. Teams are now walking on to the field here at Christie Park. As we mentioned, it's a lovely summer's day here. It's hot. Not too sure if we're going to be having a full 45 here for you today. There may be some breaks, but the wind has crept up in the last 20 minutes here at Macquarie Park, meaning that it has cooled the temperature down considerably, so we may have a full 45 and then another full 45 with no stoppages in between. Let's go to the Ravens for you today, and like APIA, there is no change to the starting lineup in their impressive win against Sydney Uni last week to start the season in thunderous fashion. Eliza Coleman is in goals. Keiko Tanaka is number 5. Kimberly Davey, the captain, in 6. Annie Hall is 8. Lexi Moreno starts up top again in number 9. Nicola O'Gill is 11. Lara Brewis is 18. Keisha Allen is 23, 25 is Ellie Howard, 33 is Patricia Charalambus, and 51 is Isabella Habura. Your subs today are Annabelle Zarko in number 3, 7 is Renee Pountney, 16 is Sophie Clark, 19 is Natalie Sproul, 27 is Cora Villa, and 31 is Nicola Simmons. As we get the handshakes underway here, and we're getting ready for what's going to be, I think, a really, really good matchup. As mentioned, both teams got off to very, very different starts last weekend to open their season. Ravens were incredible in their victory over Sydney University, 5-0, in what was a real shellacking and a very strong start to their season. And some really big changes in their lineup this year, which has made them a really, really promising and exciting outfit for 2024. As for Leichhardt, it was a rather unusual performance at Leichhardt Oval when they lost 1-0 to Manly. They conceded early and then just couldn't find a way through against a stubborn Manly United defence. They'll look to be regaining some confidence this week, but it's going to be very difficult as this home side today is looking like a real contender for points and trophies this season. Just getting photos taken. The Ravens team, they're running from right to left. I should say left to right. I can never get my directions right. We'll say left to right at this stage in their white and black strip. APIA will be wearing their famous maroon and blue colours, and they'll be running from right to left. Referees and assistant referees are just doing their last minute checks on the goal posts and the nets to make sure that everything is intact, as we get a nice roar from the away team after their team huddle. We're not going to have much time to take the photo though, because the referee wants to get this game underway. We are a little bit late for you starting here. I do apologise. There was an issue with dribble, I heard, in the submitting of lineups, but fortunately that has been taken care of, and we are ready to get underway here at Christie Park. It will be APIA kicking off first to get this game underway here from Christie Park for round 2 of the National Premier League Women's Competition, which you can only see here on the official YouTube channel for Football New South Wales. We're underway here now with APIA going direct to start with, and easily dealt with by the Ravens defence, and they just play it up into space, and already it's a really good opportunity for the new signing of the Gladesville Ravens team in Habuda. She was on the goal scorers list last week as well in her debut. A great way to start her campaign in the new shirt. Is Gentle now. Stray pass is easily intercepted by Tanaka in the middle of the park. It's just donning what looks to be a bit of a 4-3-3 here. It's Moreno on the ball, but loses it there. And then concedes a foul as she knocks over Fragale. We'll have our first free kick of the afternoon. Take it short, and they just play it out wide here, Leichhardt. Orazio storming forward, but she's gone straight into trouble and concedes possession. Hall just goes back to Coleman to reset. Played up the line, but doesn't quite make it up to her Buddha. APIA coach Brad Attard happy with the press in the opening couple of minutes here. He'll be wanting a much better start than last week. So by this point, they had conceded the first goal of the day, and the only goal, of course. Moreno doing her defensive duties, but holds momentarily, and now she decides to go long to Habuda. Touch though is just a little heavy, comes off the shins and goes out for a throw. It's going to be the Ravens' turn to get a free kick in a promising position. Sending some players forward. This team last year were a real threat from the set piece, and plenty of height in the team. It's not the case this year, but still do have some great threats in and around that 18-yard area. Moreno puts it in. Leichhardt eventually deal with it. Only as far as Tanaka. Now, Leichhardt are going to look to break. Playing it into the gap here. Here's Croft. She tries to go for a shot from distance. It was audacious, to say the least. And somewhat savagely, Eliza Coleman just traps it with her foot instead of putting her hands on it to signal that you're going to have to do a little bit better from there to beat me, to her opponent. Pounding Brewis and winning the ball back for the away side. Charlotte Lancaster caught between a couple of players. There's a way out. Just a retreat backwards. Takes a short throw. Up into Gentle, who's just holding the ball up nicely for APIA at the moment. This is a nice switch of play, and here comes Kipper Rizov. The ball into the path of Gentle, who goes down. Nothing doing from the referee on this occasion.
Just demand it, yeah? You're going to get so much time and space out here.
Ravens now trying to find a way through, but
Quickly! Move the ball!
pass is far too heavy and goes all the way through to Magus. Here's Lancaster. Can't find a way through on that occasion. He gives it away again. Unfortunate though, Ravens can't take advantage, and Walker sends Barazio on her way. But only momentarily as she goes backwards. Miss Croft back into Walker. Goes first time up to Gentle, but dealt with, and that's a miscontrol from the APIA defence, and now Cheryl Lambus can take control of the situation and can win her side a free kick. A handball is called. Another opportunity now for the Ravens to get on the scoreboard early here at Christie Park. Comes Moreno again. It's better weighted this time. It's gone all the way through to the 6-yard box. It can break Kylie into Habuda, but she can't touch it in, and APIA managed to just squeeze it away, and then Tanaka just slashes at it. And it goes straight over the changing rooms. Western side of the ground.
Play!
Caging thus far here between these two. Walker putting the pressure on Tanaka.
We want her to get it! One kick.
Caster's pass is short, and now there's an opportunity for Moreno to slide in. Her strike partner Habuda, but decided to go round the APIA centre half, but
Turn him!
got a telling touch, but Walker has been caught on her heels and has lost the ball out to Moreno. She's fortunate to win it back. And that's a ball giveaway as well from Kiparizov. Tanaka can find Moreno, who's got a yard of space to work into. Crosses it in towards Charalombus. Just couldn't quite get her head to it, and the punch from Magus just did the job. APIA try to counter, and they can now as they bring it forward. It's slotted out wide now with room to move. Lovely run here, still going. A shot on goal. Oh, it's found its way in. Gisela Pepino with a stunning effort to open the scoring here at Christie Park. Momentarily it looked like Patricia Choalambus had found the opener. They broke quickly, the away team, and a dazzling run from the winger opened up a shot for herself and caught Eliza Coleman absolutely dazed and confused, and has given her side an excellent start here. APIA 1, Ravens 0. But here come the Ravens looking to answer back quickly. Oh, that's a lovely bit of work there by Nicola O'Gill, who wins the corner after the nutmeg. An instant reply here, I think, will really set the tone for this game. Tanaka will take it.
Estelle, you're gonna get double, yeah. You're gonna get double here though. Just prepare. Prepare. There's the double.
Fizzed in towards the back post. There's plenty of Ravens there. It's just a little too high.
Hey, Jake. Come on, mate.
Hall has retrieved it for the Ravens. Whacked it back in, but it's Lancaster who's come out well. Brewers found an opening and tried to get a shot away, and now APIA are going to look to break again here through Pepino. Still going Pepino, but it's Hall that does well this occasion to stay with her opposite number. Game now really being played at a rather fast pace.
Stop! Jeez, get connected! There you go, to the right. Time!
Isn't found. Lancaster, brilliant ball into the path of her teammate. Davey does well enough. Walker tries to roll it into Pepino, can't do so. Abuda up top on her own, can't find a way past Tistadulu.
Keep the ball! Kip, come down to you, Kip. You know the job, do it quicker. Man on! Come, Kip, you can stay, you've got loads of time. Mona, try and switch it out!
Oh, really just
Take a touch.
settle the nerve of the APIA side. And here's Moreno, trying to pounce on a poor touch from the APIA left back. This wasn't the first time we've seen a speculative effort attempted when the opportunity presented itself. Easily cut out, and now O'Gill can go. She rolls it into the path of Abuda, who might just keep this in. Didn't overstretch herself. And the ball run out of play. Both sides very guilty of giving away some cheap possession at the moment. Here's Fragale. She goes long over the top. Lancaster's looking to chase, but goes out of play for a throw. A long throw. Goes all the way up to whatever.
Give yourself a couple more. No, help there.
APIA. They work their way up the field. Ravens.
Ravens. Front, and just behind you.
Howard into Moreno, whose touch is a little heavy. Pepino tries to break away. Tanaka steps across. Howard gives it away. Walker pitches it. Gentle tries to find Croft. Good turn from Croft with the ball behind her. And just resets really well. It's Tadulu up to Barazio. Barazio still going. Lovely run at the path of Gentle. It's just a little heavy. The striker was just flat-footed momentarily. Just allowed the ball to roll past her.
Where's the wing?
It's Tanaka now. She's looking for the run of one of her colleagues, but no one was fashioning any kind of approach. Here's Pepino trying to come across, but Hall doing her defensive duties. Can't break away, and APIA can come again. Here's Lancaster now. There's the ball across. And Davey bravely steps in to head away, and the late contact from Gentle is duly punished by Our first official here today, Jake Rose, joined by Lara Hawkins and John Garcia as his assistants. Actually, the ball breaks to Tanaka, who is cool under pressure. Well to keep it in play, but only to an APIA player. Dulu is caught just. It's fortunate that the trailing leg of Charles Amber's caught her because she was about to gift possession. There's another tug of the shirt is called. It's Crawford now. Moving forward. Nice turn is for Gale, tries to find Gentle, who squeezes her way through, gets the ball across, and Croft just can't get on the end of it. Chance goes begging for the away side, who really should have made it 2 there. This is a good run here, push her strength from Habuda. Gets the ball across, but only to the near post, and it's easily gathered by Magus. Gale reversing the switch, but can't find the intended target in Croft. Tanaka now rolls the ball into the bar for Hall, who finds Chaulimbus, who's on side here. Habuda is in the middle. If they can find her, it can almost find Moreno though. But Histradulu does really well to put enough on it to get it away, but she's gifted the ball back to the home side. Hall now into the path of Orgill. Flag has gone up for offside. Verazio now. Oh, lovely turn from Croft. As she leaves Brewis in her wake. She goes towards Lancaster. The wind really got underneath it and took it out of play, despite the number 7's best efforts. First part from Croft was delightful. Howard. Poor giveaway. It's picked up by Walker. Now it's Gentle looking through an opening. But that one won't be getting past Coleman. It's Howard again. Not the most confident of passes across the 18-yard box. Allen tries to go upfield to Brewis. Can't find her, but Tanaka steps in to win it back. It's Brewers now storming forward, looking for that ball through to Orgil.
Be good, get there, Brent, get there!
APIA clear away from danger. Brewers is just shut out. It's Fragale now, looking for someone wanting to make a run. It's Pepino, scorer of the opening goal. This is nice from APIA. Here's Lancaster. Lancaster across the face, a goal! It's agonisingly short of the far corner. It gave the upright a little kiss on the way through, but teased it and just went agonisingly wide of the second goal here at Christie Park. One of those ones where, had you taken it a little earlier, it probably would have been tapped in by one of the chasing APIA players. And as you took it a little later, it might have crept in the near post. Once again, Ravens find themselves fortunate to still be only one goal down here. De Moreno eventually get pinched, and here comes Lancaster into Pepino. Back to Lancaster, nicely done between the two. Lancaster looking for a cross that would go across the face of the goal, but the angle was too tight, just went out of play. Ravens still trying to find a way out of their own half. Trying to pass it out at the moment, but APIA's press has been too good. Give it away again, and APIA find themselves in a great opportunity. Here's Fragale now. Dinks it across towards Lancaster, who's got an opportunity, but can't take advantage of it. Wasn't a bad effort from a tight angle.
Here we go, brilliant, brilliant, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, stand, go on, go on, go on, go on,
Press from Walker. Once again, harrying the Ravens into a call. And we are going to have a first quarter stoppage, folks. You don't often see it in the beautiful game, the world game, but due to the heat on ground, we're going to probably do this a couple of times more. Won't be stopping for long, and just a quick water break for the players, who have put in a thoroughly entertaining first 23 minutes here. It was a shaky start from both sides, but the goal for APIA really settled their nerves. Gisela Pepino with a marvellous solo goal, bringing back that confidence that we all know this APIA side has. As for the Ravens, they've yet to quite find their groove. We saw them put 5 past Sydney University last week. Perhaps this water break will give them the opportunity to reconfigure to get back underway here. It will be a throw to the Ravens. Back it away now. Christy Park. Ravens with the ball. Moreno had nowhere to go. And the clearance from Howard goes out of play.
Forward! G, connect! Connect beyond Keiko, get Keiko out! Get Keiko out! Get Keiko out, thank you! Forward! Forward! Yeah, great call.
Moreno then bundles Regale in the back and
Let's play!
so concedes another free kick.
Hands, get the ball! Can we get that right?
Crawford wearing up her options, goes long up to Lancaster. Howard just heads away. And Orgill finds Moreno, who's just getting harassed by the APIA players who are not giving their opponents any room to breathe at the moment. They're suffocating the Ravens into conceding possession. Howard goes long. Christodoulou gets a decent enough clearance on it, but it breaks here to Brewis, who tries to find Charles Lampus. Out comes Magus. And with the combination of Orazio, they see it out of play. Orazio goes long up to Pepino. Finds Gentle, who just creates a yard of space, still has plenty to work with. Dulu into Pepino. Pepino goes again. This time her shot doesn't have as much venom as the first one did. Trickles down to Coleman, who just goes long to the Buddha, but it's well dealt with by Christodoulou, who's holding her head on that one as the ball hit her from a rather steep height. That one would have hurt. Carly wins the ball back really nicely. Can't find Lancaster after putting in the hard work.
You okay?
You ready to press them up, higher up one.
A lovely roll from Moreno allows the Ravens to surge forward. Paul back to Orgill, can't find her on the.
Well done, well done. Well done, lads. Go on, Gisela. Try it.
Friendly.
Around the corner. Well done.
Holds it up nicely, drops it to Croft. Gets it to Pepino, but a crunching tackle
Go, Bryn, go!
by Allen has stopped her in her track.
How are we, Ant?
Christodoulou now. Here's Walker.
Come left.
Still Walker. Lancaster, lovely roll. Regale to Walker. Nicely won by Orgill, which is unfortunate that the touch just goes out of play. Keep our resolve with the throw. Advantage is played. Walker finds Lancaster, who's onside. walks away into a corner. She fakes the first cross and gets this one across on the second attempt. Doesn't find anybody on that occasion. Still with APIA here is Croft. Still going, Croft. Ball still in here, and eventually does go out of play.
Organise the man! Organise the man! Hey, organise! Come on!
Both sides just coming out of the drink break a little sluggish, which is usual when the momentum has been so high. That's a poor giveaway by Alan. Regale finds Barazio, tries to find Pepino, but gets it to Lancaster instead. Lancaster! Wonderful strike! And a thoroughly deserved second goal for APIA Leichhardt. It had been coming for some time after the first one had been put away. Once again, the Ravens give possession back inside their attacking third. This time it's Allen who's guilty of a misplaced pass. Barazio with a pinpoint pass. Gave it to arguably their most dangerous player on the field.
Get your body kick, well done. Brilliant.
Once she rolled it onto her left, you knew where it was going. Sumptuous strike puts APIA 2-0 up against the Gladesville Ravens. And there is still some time to go in this one. That's a nice flick on there from Crofton, but Pepino, her touch is a little short. It's Barazio now, who storms forward. Can't kick the ball though, now they can break here, the Ravens. Cheryl Lambus though is caught by a couple of the returning defenders of APIA. They can't break as quickly as they would like. Just the pace at the moment of APIA is really crippling this Ravens attack. Howard finds Tanaka into Moreno. Who gives Allen the hospital pass, who does well to get it up to Habuda. Tries to turn and go and wins a free kick. Which should probably have been coming too. APIA have been very physical in this opening half.
Brinley, get in the wall. Hurry up, give it one more.
The free kick is finally given and arguably in a position of real threat. With the wind, this could go anywhere. This would be a marvellous way to respond if Moreno can. Lexi Moreno, it's a good effort, it's a wonderful effort, it's gone across the face of goal. You would have thought on the first occasion, but Cheryl Lambus makes sure of it and collects Sophie Magus in goal very heavily. We'll just hold thought here to see what the decision is. It will be a goal for the Gladesville Ravens. Marvellous free kick from Lexi Moreno. We'll have to see on the replay whether or not that one went in. I thought it did.
Let's go.
The officials didn't call it immediately, but it didn't matter anyway because Patricia Cheryl Lambus made sure of it and slammed it in. And the Ravens are back in this game. Now Moreno is down injured. She seems okay. Three goals inside, really half an hour here. Plenty more time to come. Stuulu's ball goes all the way through to Coleman. And she goes long up to Habuda. That's a bad touch from Crawford. Habuda still going. Orazio does really well to just wiggle the ball away and then clear from danger. Tanaka, though, is there to cover and works well with Coleman. Tanaka tries to go long, but it's headed easily away from by Croft, and now APIA can bring it forward with Walker. She goes long, first time to Lancaster, but excellently dealt with at the back there by Howard. Moreno goes long, chasing one from Brewis. Mr. Dulu is there. It's actually Allen who's made the run all the way from left back. Crawford giving the ball back to Magus, whose pass was very close to a chasing Ravens player, and they win it back here, the Ravens. Here's Hall, dinks it into O'Gill, who's onside here. Gets a wonderful cross in towards Joe Lambus, but Magus stands tall and collects easily in the end. This game is now really open. It's Fagale. Gets caught on the ball though from Tanaka, and now Tanaka can bring it forward, looking for an opening. Vantage is played. Here's Habuda, tries to play it back through to Kanaka. There's a call for a handball. I think that would have been a little harsh. Certainly flicked up into the hand, and there's a yellow card brandished to Joe Lambus for back chat with the referee. Fagale up to Croft. She can't retain possession. Moreno into Joe Lambus, into the path of Abuda, who's got that pace. Here's Abuda! And it's just narrowly wide. The goal has quickly changed the dynamic of this game. And it's the Ravens who seem to be finishing stronger. Isabella Habuda almost adding to her goal tally. Davey standing tall. Moreno tried to find Tanaka, couldn't get it as Pepino stepped in. Lewis now. Pass though is shanked out of play. Should be disappointed with that, as it was building nicely for the home side.
Get hold of the ball again.
Allen with a throw. Charles Lambus gets her wish. Free kick is given.
Be aware, left shoulder kick.
The greatest ball forward from Allen. Now APIA can break. Walker looking for Lancaster, can't do it. Howard steps up. Where will this break? Much to the Ravens' dismay, it's the away side that come away with it. So they call for another free kick, which isn't coming. Oh, that's almost a really poor error from Mr. Dulu. Here's Moreno putting the pressure on. Oh, Walker calmly evades the challenge of O'Gill. And now Lancaster's got some room to move. But the flag has ruined what might have been a nice attacking play. Rules are rules. Offside the call. Allen bringing it forward. Lovely ball up to Brewis. Touch is a little heavy. She can't keep it in. It's Tanaka.
What's your job? Think about your job.
To Brewis.
Kip, open up, open
Tries
up.
to find Moreno, but she gives the ball away again. Tough few minutes for the left winger. Garlo loses out. Recovers for her. Lancaster now. Onside this time. Nice to find, gentle, but it's too heavy. Coleman going long and high. Garle's header is backwards. Orazio can't keep possession. Carol Ambrose winning it back. Tanaka switches the play. Here's Brewis. Switches it across the 6-yard box, but there's no one there to tap it home. And Vegas watched it carefully as it went past her left hand upright. Closer now to half-time here at Christie Park. Both sides, I think, will certainly want to get back to the sheds and assess what has been a very open first 45 minutes. There's a late opportunity now for the Ravens from the set piece. They've already scored one via the Moreno boot. And they make it a second and level this game just before half-time. Moreno goes long, but only comes as far as the 18-yard box, and then Tanaka somewhat greedily goes for a speculator. Jen's up well over the crossbar. Orazio.
There's one in us. There's one in us before the half. Let's go. Mikey, get it going. Come on. Back.
Brewis. As well in a tight space to find Tanaka. Now Howard tries to find O'Gill. Played it behind the winger. Ravens ball. On up to Abuda. Another throw for the home side. Goal for them. To end this first 45 minutes would be a really good outcome for them. Lovely flick from the handball was called for. That's a giveaway to find Tanaka. She can't keep it down. A little closer on this occasion. Back to Charles Ambrose, who gets the faintest of flicks but can't flick it over. Here's Tradulu. Orazio up to Croft. Still going. Nice ball. Here's Barazio now. Gentle's in the middle. Hasn't used her yet. Still going in. Barazio tries to find Gisela Pepino, but the Ravens cover well in the end. Good run from Brewster. She's found Annie Hall. Tries to find Moreno. Does so. Here's Tanaka now. There's plenty of options for her. Goes to Moreno. Just rolls nicely, but just shows too much of it to Lancaster, who can just clear it away. Just guilty of taking too long to get the ball away. Moreno into a butter, that's nice. Still keeps it here. Wins a throw. Initially just sitting on it a little too long and getting caught between her feet. Nice flick from a Buddha. Crawford just gets enough on it to see it away. That's a nice ball from Lancaster into Gentle, who is now going to try and score on the counter. But Davey, the captain, puts in a brilliant effort. Switch of play now to Brewers. Find anyone with that. Walker showing a bit of flair. Hall does well to pinch it back. Here's Moreno now. He won't be able to find the time to fashion a last-ditch opportunity in this first half. What a fascinating first 45 minutes it has been here down at Christie Park between the Gladesville Ravens and APIA Leichhardt. It's been end-to-end, it's been action-packed, and it's been goals galore so far in this round 2 matchup in the National Premier League Women's Competition. Started off cagey and tight with plenty of errors creeping in, but Gisela Pepino opened the scoring marvellously with a solo run and finish to really settle the nerves of her side, who went 2 goals up around 15-20 minutes later through Charlotte Lancaster, who's thundered a shot past Coleman from outside the 18-yard box. But almost immediately, the Ravens were able to reply via the set piece. Lexi Moreno's wonderful free kick from 25 yards out, hitting the underside of the crossbar, and what looked like was a goal credited to her as it bounced over the goal line. Wasn't given at first, but fortunately for her, her teammate Patricia Charalambous was on hand to smash home her second goal of the season and bring the Ravens right back into this game. They finished strongly and could have had maybe one themselves to level the score before half-time, but it didn't come. There's plenty more to come, though, so stay with us here on the Football New South Wales YouTube live stream, because this game has got plenty more in it. Half-time here at Christie Park. Gladesville Ravens 1, APIA Leichhardt 2. Plenty to play for in this second 45 minutes at Christie Park. Gladesville Ravens playing host to APIA Leichhardt in the National Premier League Women's Competition. If you're just joining us on the Football New South Wales YouTube stream, a blistering first 45 minutes between these two. Saw 3 goals in the first half. 1 scored by the home side and 2 scored by the away side. And it has opened up a tantalising conclusion to this early season game. Players are back on the field and ready to commence. And the referees are in position to allow the game to get back underway. Who will walk away with the points at this stage? It is anyone's guess based on the way that this game has been played so far. That makes for excellent viewing. Those who are logging in and watching. Second half at Christie Park underway between the Gladesville Ravens and APIA Leichhardt. Ravens kicking off, they go direct early, doesn't work out on the first occasion. They retain possession and they then decide to reset and play it out from the back. Long ball from Allen, doesn't get over the head of Crawford.
Release.
Crofts can't bring the ball under her spell. Paul steps in.
Direct on left shoulder. Direct on your right shoulders. Start to drive. Here we go. Go.
Here's Hall now.
Stay.
Go back to Coleman and goals. Ball out wide is cut out by Lancaster, but Howard steps in to win the ball back for the Ravens. Narker dinks it into space. Here's a put up. Tries to get the ball rolling. Mr. Dulu evading the challenge and breaking clear. It's for Gale running through the heart of the Ravens midfield. Gentle brings it down, finds Crofts. Barazio's made the run, still Crofts. Back to Fragale! Oh, and it's just cracked the upright. Well, I tell you what, Eliza Coleman was very casual with that one. But I tell you what, it was agonisingly close from the first goal of the second half and a third one here for Apia. Coleman made it look like it was sailing wide, but it was anything but. Crofts probably should have used Fragale initially, or even Barazio. He did eventually come to the former. It was a wonderful strike, just hitting the outside of the right-hand upright. Score though remains 2-1. Got away with it with Tanaka's nice touch, but Hall's pass out wide is wayward. Mr. Dulo on the byline. Mr. Pino, she can't keep the ball, and Tanaka and Moreno step in. Moreno's pass doesn't find anybody. Charles Lambus tries to break free, still going here. Can't break away Charles Lambus. Moreno stepped in to help out, and then Walker crunched the Ravens number 9. receives a yellow card, which I don't think anyone was surprised by. Moreno has received a lot of attention from the APIA players today. This time she wins the free kick. Now it's open to interpretation whether or not she scored the first one. She scored from here. Who knows? It's a nicely weighted ball. It's just managed to make its way through to Magus. Ravens players chasing. Gale losing out. Fortunate that Istadulu steps in to help out. Nice turn from Walker. Goes out to Crofts. Tries to find Gentle, can't do so. Davey steps in nicely. Moreno looking for options, goes wide to a Gill, who then goes to the path of a Buddha who's got some pace. He's got Cheryl Lambers in the middle, goes for her first time. But Barazio comes across and covers, but can only clear as far as a corner. Ravens now with the first real opportunity of the second half. Can they go level here? Tanaka's going across to take it on the valley side of Christie Park. And it comes all the way to the middle, and there's a header from, looked to be Moreno. She just couldn't quite get over the top of it. It was always going high and wide.
Keep going, Bella, keep going.
Stradulu storming forward. Free kick is given here to Isabella Pepino. Was fouled by, looks to be, Gill. APIA not opting to throw players forward. Lancaster looking for options. Forward by Crawford is cut out. Tanaka wins the throw. There was a substitution at half time for APIA. Mia Golding is on. What looks to be a replacement for Tanya Barazio.
Keep going, keep going.
Excuse me, not Tanya Barazio, she's dropped in at centre half. It's Fragale, finds Pepino, who run with the ball and bring it forward. Hall's giving her plenty of options. Here's Gentle, who tries to fashion a shot on her left foot. Didn't have the power to trouble Coleman.
Watch your right shoulder.
Kipper Rizov cops one in the noggin. The referee will just pause. Crawford was the player that made way. Lancaster!
Ash, don't feel sorry for yourself!
Relatively good hit. But straight down the keeper's throat. Howard tries to find Orgill. Her touch doesn't elude anybody. Barizov has done well to fend off a couple of challenges, but can't break free of the third one. confirmed that it is Burton Crawford that has made way. Looks like Orazio's dropped in at centre back alongside Istradulu. Mia Golding is coming at right back. Fregale. Pino teaming up with Lancaster. Ball across. It's collected nicely by Coleman. Here's Moreno. It's caught on the ball. And then Keisha Allen with a real sloppy back pass, which is almost punished. Coleman just has to hack it clear up for a throw. That could have gone anywhere. Ravens just getting a little lazy on the ball. They almost paid the full price. I think if they go another goal down, that would probably put APIA in a really good position. Here's Crofts trying to get onto that right foot, can't. The Buddha does well to hold it up, can't get the ball through to Charles Lambus, wins the throw. Lewis up to her Buddha. It's done really well. Moreno, that's a nice ball. And then an even nicer ball from the Buddha, but Tanaka can't find the pass through. Paul out wide now to O'Gill. Has got options. It's Charles Lambus. Lovely first jump. Charles Lambus for 2. Flag goes up. It was close. Gill and Moreno teaming up to win the ball back. That's a lovely switch of play now out to Brewis, who's got time to bring this ball under control. Her first touch lets her down. Nice fake around Golding into the path of a Buddha, who tries to bring it down with her foot. Brewis trying to win the ball back. And APIA try to play their way out of danger, but they lose the ball. Moreno calls for a handball, doesn't get it now. Walker can break with pace, finds Gentle, lovely ball through. She's got Lancaster and Pepino in the middle, gets it across the face of goal. Here's Giselle Pepino, who has stolen it off Lancaster. And APIA surrender a glorious opportunity to go 3-1 up. Ravens got caught in possession whilst in attack, and they broke at lightning pace the away side. The ball across from Gentle after the dazzling run from Walker couldn't have been better. It was on a plate for Charlotte Lancaster's second. Unfortunately, her teammate, who was also on the score sheet, had visions of a second one going in the back of the net for herself, and on the stretch couldn't turn it home. Ravens dodge a massive bullet, and the score remains 2-1. Play for Gale, go to Golding, who's got plenty of space to work in. She loses the ball, and now Moreno tries to go long into Charles Lambus, and she's found her over the top here to her Buddha. Flag stays down for the time being, but it does eventually go up. I thought it was coming. Buddha just missed time to run. Barazio did really well to stay with the striker nonetheless. Here's anyone's guess where this game will next turn. Stradullo into Fregale, tries to get away from Hall. Eventually wins the free kick. Pepino for Gale. Pass out to Golding is not a good one. Ravens get the throw. Lewis finds Moreno. He's got no support. Two players chasing her. Cuts a figure of disappointment as she wins the throw, but laments having no other option than to play for it. Allen with the throw, finds Moreno, walks towards the corner, tries to fashion a cross. It's Allen who tries to fashion a cross. He's brought down, referee says no free kick, and here's Walker, who's lightning in open territory. Can't find a way through. That's a poor giveaway though from Barazio, and she is extremely lucky to have gotten away with that. She gives it away again though, as the ball from Brewers comes through to Abuda. Lovely touch, Abuda for two! It's level at Christie Park! Well, Tanya Barazio, who's been a stellar standout in that backline for APIA, not just today, but throughout her time in this team. Flirted with danger not once, not twice, but 3 times. And eventually it was punished. And the Gladesville Ravens have set up a marvellous matchup here at Christie Park. They've come from 2-0 down, and it is now 2-2.
Well done.
Can APIA respond immediately? Lancaster tries to get the ball across to Gentle in the middle. It's blocked and then sent out for a throw. Lancaster, nice turn, the shot straight into Coleman, who's been safe throughout this game. Anyone could bemoan the 2 goals that went past her. For Gale, nice touch. Works with Croft, still going for Gale. Finds Lancaster. He's trying to get the ball to Pepino. Can't do so, goes back to Fragale. Goes for a shot, goes straight into Hall. And here's Brewis who finds Trail Ambers. Kept the run going here, Brewis. Goes around Golding, nice touch from her. Now finds Abuda, who just lets the ball roll underneath her feet. She'll keep this one in. Nobody up there at the moment in a Ravens shirt. Bar for Jarrell Ambers. Here's Abuda. But Barazio steps up nicely with a redeeming tackle. And now APIA can break on the counter. Pepino looking for Lancaster, can't do so. She gets the ball back though. And gets it into Walker. Who stops in her tracks. The ball sits up nicely for a APIA player, but Cross decides to allow Brewis to step up and check that she's okay. Game getting really physical. I mean, it's been physical since the first whistle, but it's been allowed to continue, and it's opening up this game really nicely. Just back to the goal, Abuda doing a really nice job of putting that one past Vegas in goals. She turned Histodulu nicely, getting her second goal for the season after scoring last week on debut for this club. And it was the tale as old as time. You don't take your opportunities, you will be punished. Leichhardt guilty of missing a gilt-edged chance only a minute or two before to Gisela Pepino. Which would have put their side up 3-1. You would have thought would have put them on their way to 3 points. Now as it stands, that is anything but the case. As we approach the hour mark. Flying tackles coming in from APIA. Get away with it a couple of times, but eventually the referee says no more. The Ravens are going to load up the 18-yard box here with Tanaka. He decides to go out wide to Brewis. It's a lovely weighted ball. One-on-one here with Golding. Still going here, Brewis. Trying to find an option. She does eventually. It's nicely crossed towards Buddha. It broke to Cheryl Ambers, who just couldn't keep it down. Tanaka has kept this in, and Habuda will do the same. Cheryl Ambers is in the box. This could go all the way, and it's just palmed to safety by Magus. Perhaps lost sight of it in the sun. Brewis doing really well to keep the ball. Here's Moreno. She's lining up the shot. Alexi Moreno! Magus on this occasion is well positioned. She still had to have a second grab at it though. Ball maybe just whirled around in this valley breeze. She has died down somewhat in this second half, which is nice for everybody's ears. It's a poor giveaway again by the APIA defence. And then they concede the free kick. And the Ravens will have a great opportunity to take the lead for the first time today. Before that, though, they will be making a substitute. Renee Poutney is coming on the field in place of Lara Brewis, who provided an excellent assist to allow Habuda to level the scores for the home side. This substitution prove fruitful for them. The Ravens on this set piece. Renee Poutney did get on the score sheet off the bench last week too. Can she take advantage with her first touch? We see she's loitered around that penalty area. Moreno standing over it. It's fizzed in there. It's just sort of ping-ponging around. It goes out for a goal kick, somewhat anticlimactic in the end. Moreno, who has been a real outlet for the home side from the set piece. Not the best on that occasion, but the Ravens come again through Poutney. She can't find a Buddha. She had 3 or 4 APIA players in front of her. Lancaster with a lovely flick and turn. Here's Gentle holding it up nicely once again. Switch of play is nicely worked across, who's put the yards to get back, and then she plays it into Golding, who's looking for options. She goes towards Gentle, comes out to Cross. Touch just lets her down. Tanaka making sure no APIA player fashions a shot. Walker with the switch of play to Golding. Into Fragale. Fragale with the effort. Worth a shout. Now it goes long up to Habuda. Razio does well to get APIA on the front foot. Here's Lancaster. She's got Cross in the middle. Tell you what, it wasn't far away from finding either Cross or the far corner. And we will have the third quarter drinks break again, so everyone can catch their breath. Give us a chance to debrief on what has been another electrifying quarter here at Christie Park between Gladesville Ravens and APIA Leichhardt. If you're joining us just now on the Football New South Wales YouTube stream, 2-1 to start this second half. But it has quickly become a level game after Isabella Habuda finished cleanly past Magus in goals to draw the home side onto level terms. Has somewhat dropped the intensity since that goal went in. As the game sort of comes towards its dramatic conclusion. The game has been played at a breakneck speed, physical, it's been open. The officiating has allowed it to continue at a entertaining speed, which has been thoroughly enjoyable to watch. I think they want to keep this drinks break a little shorter. And they are going to do that as the players come back on.
Start here, high, come on, come on. Hang in, go kick.
Well, here we go, the final quarter of the game in football. It's weird to say, but that's what it is here today at Christie Park in this round 2 showdown between Gladesville and APIA. 2-2 with everything to play for. Game of ping pong between the two teams. He's eventually brought down, and Charalampus goes long into Habuda. Razio plays it safe this time. Magus has to react quickly. Gentle into Lancaster. A lovely turn. Tries to find Pino, but it's too heavy.
One behind you, Sands, one behind you. Be aware.
Garley into the path of Cross, but
Go back, go back, go back.
he rolls all the way down towards the byline. Coleman trying to find Moreno. Deja vu for a second there. Moreno lays it off. Hall. Find the intended target on occasion. Here's Charalampus. Tries to go around Golding. Can't do so. Razio caught on the ball. APIA survive momentarily. The substitute. Count 8 putting the pressure on. Here's Orgill. Lovely way to ball. Here's Tanaka. But he can't put it away. Falls to Hall. Moreno! Cleared away from Golding and then eventually hooked by Walker. Here's Hall. Still going. And he hauled! Oh, it's very close indeed. Ravens agonisingly close for that third goal.
Keep going, Bella, come on!
APIA guilty again of conceding possession in a very dangerous territory.
Now we push again.
Just couldn't get on the end of that cross initially. Tanaka still working hard. We'll play forward. Here's Tanaka now. Brings it down nicely into the path of Orgill. Can't find Habuda though. Now Mia Golding can break free. Goes into Crofts. Tries to turn away from Allen. Does so and gets the ball into Lancaster. Nicely done from the right winger. Lancaster across the face of goal to Pepino, but Coleman is out well. She just goes high and long. Testing Histradulu, whose touch is not great. And Habuda can bring it forward and he's called for offside. It's agonising for the Ravens fans who got very excited because they thought their key striker was bearing down on goals. Got an opportunity here though, is Poutney. Moreno jigs it in really nicely. Here's O'Gill, Habuda's in the middle, she's there! Brilliantly done by Magus, that's brave goalkeeping.
Yes, let's go! Come on!
Cassius, Allen is in well. Moreno with the ball through. Here comes O'Gill. She's one-on-one with the keeper, Magus. And Magus is there to collect well. I think there's a couple of calls for a penalty shout, but they were hopeful of anything. And still we don't have a leading goal here. Despite two very close misses here for the Ravens.
Don't let them settle!
Great job, Bella. Box it.
Yes!
Good, good. Go, 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 go.
Get round!
Really gentle, that's a lovely header. Then they got the pace to get there. Coleman's come a long way. And she just sends it to the other field. And out of play.
Got to be a bit more, yeah?
And APIA conjure something up here in this phase of play. Can't with that pass, but Howard makes sure it doesn't go too far forward and sends it out for a throw. Pino manages to hook this in. Doesn't get even to the 6-yard line. It will be a goal kick. Sending the team forward, Coleman is. Seen that the APIA backline is a little bit susceptible to the high ball. And gives away a really bad pass, but she's fortunate that Lancaster can't bring the intercept under control. And then she goes wide to Tanaka with a much more precise pass on that occasion. Lovely ball over the top there from Orgill, but Poutney was wanting the ball to feet and not making the run.
AR, next
It's
down.
going to be a change coming up for APIA. Imogen Lane will be coming on. Mr. Dulu steps up really nicely. Here's Gentle, finds Pepino, that's nice. Davey does enough to hold it up momentarily. And then Annabelle Dazarko. Daxo gets it away. Change was made earlier today as well. She replaced Ellie Howard. Here comes that change. Imogen Lane coming off. Gentle coming on. Off, I should say. It's Lancaster now. Pepino. Here come Ravens on the break. Poutney, nicely done, into Orgill. She can't get on the end of it to touch it past Sister Dulu. Regale gives it away. Sister Dulu has to rely on Barazio to cover for. Oh, it's a horrible back pass. Here's a putter. There's an opportunity. It's going to be 3. Oh, it's disaster for APIA. And Tanya Barazio, who's to drop in at centre half in this second half, has had not one but 2 calamitous mistakes. And the Ravens have turned this around. It's a second goal for Isabella Habuda. It's a gift. And APIA have surrendered a 2-goal lead. And the credentials of this Gladesville Ravens side grows by the day. There's still plenty of time here for more goals. Just under 10 minutes. But my word, have APIA made it hard on themselves. Pino giving it away and Hall stepping in. Rayner does really well to work with Halls. She gets it out to Chow Lambus. Habuda wants it long. Barazio under pressure again from Habuda. Barazio does well to keep her nerve. And now they can break here. Fragale. Lane's made the run. Advantage is played. Momentarily, and then the free kick is given. Go down the line to Mia Golding. It's heavy. She does really well to step inside. Here's Mia Golding. Back to Fragale. Whips it across. Lane tried to get on the end of it, but it was just a little high. Orgill goes up the line to Poutney, who then goes long to Habuda, who will keep this in and is onside. Well, she thought she may have tread slightly offside and didn't bother chasing. That's not a good giveaway by Magus, but she's fortunate that Poutney couldn't bring the ball under her spell. Golding doesn't find Lane. Carol Amber steps in. Imagine Ravens will now sit a little deeper. Here's Moreno. Dinks it into Poutney. Dinks it over the top to Habuda. Was trying to burst through, but the ball doesn't bounce in her favour, and APIA can break. Pepino tries to find Lancaster, can't do so. APIA rushing now, trying to find that breakaway, can't do so. Poutney trying to get the ball through the legs of Kiparizov. Can't do so. Fragale, who's run endlessly today. Still going, still weaving. Pino overshot the run. And now Tanaka can break. Players are tired. Habuda here is onside. This will be onside if it goes through as it played off another player. And now here's an opportunity for Crofts, but Coleman is out early to clear it. And now we'll get a momentary pause as the substitution for the Ravens will be made. Cora Villa's going to be coming on. And Isabella Habuda, who has added 2 goals to her tally and has put her side almost within touching distance of another 3 points and a second straight win to on the throw. Dula goes long over Lane's head, and Allen just sends it long and does nothing fancy with it. Ball is fired long by Hisradulu, but only as far as Orgill, who just goes long up to Pountney. Hisradulu has to marshal it away, wins the throw. Time now, the biggest enemy. Lancaster can't find Walker. This second half just eking out now for Leichhardt, who can't seem to really find an answer. How so different it could have been had Gisela Pepino left it for Charlotte Lancaster when that ball came flying across the face of goal. Well dealt with by Allen. Pepino still going now. Mines Lancaster wins the throw off Orgill. Ball comes across by to be Lane or Crofts there. It was Crofts, but Coleman does well to keep it in her grasp. And we'll just go long up the field to Pountney. We've got the header towards Cheryl Lambers, but she ran the inside channel. Orgill does well to step in, but it's left the team a little exposed. Hall again working tirelessly to deny Pepino, and then Pountney has played it into space, and she's got real pace. Pountney went first time, and that wasn't the option because she had plenty of it. She had Hisradulu for pace. Here's Moreno, who has been excellent today, and then wins the free kick. And we'll just eat up more valuable seconds now for the Ravens as they just trickle their way towards a potentially marvellous 3 points here at Christie Park. Moreno will go long. She does go long all the way through to Magus, who spills it. Regathers. Here's Walker now. She turns. Lane has made the run. It's a nice ball from Walker. She's onside. Allen's there across. Lovely cut from the substitute. Just tries to drill it towards goal, but Allen covered nicely. And then Moreno will just keep the ball in this tight corner and then win the throw. And I don't think you'll ever see a bigger cheer for a throw-in. Golding again. Can't win the throw this time, Moreno. Walker. Finds Pepino. Tries to get it to Lancaster, but Auger will get there first. And then just send it upfield. Very close now to the end of regulation. Here's Pepino. Free kick not given as the run is halted. Well, Amos's touch lets her down. Turn. It's a brilliant run. There was a substitution for APIA as well that went to the miss. Zoe Panagopoulos is on. Here's Pepino. She's got runners. Can't get it through to Croft though. So again, Davey stepping in the way. He's been excellent at centre back today. Here's Fragale now. What can she produce? Lane is offside. Here's Walker. Trying to turn from Tanaka. Fragale's gone out wide. Here comes APIA. Brilliantly done by Cora Villa. Here's Mia Golding. Fragale can't get past Moreno, who slides in, looks hurt. Looks like the ankle got caught on the turf. She won the throw. And will allow her to just again take some seconds off the clock. I think the Ravens will look to make a sub. Natalie Sproul will come on. Moreno will sub off. Tanaka just clears deep. Golding. Really nice feet. Lane tries to find Fragale. Villa kept it in momentarily. Golding looking for some options. Centre of the park. Panagopoulos stinks it over to Lancaster, who's onside. It's Charlotte Lancaster. Deflected and out for a corner. Can APIA steal a point late on? They've been second best in this second half. So we try to find a replacement soccer ball. Football, I should say. Apologies to all the purists out there. Just add on a few extra seconds. And then eventually we get the ball. Well, after all that, here comes the APIA's chance. Pepino standing over it.
Zoe, attack!
And it is really underwhelming. The clearance isn't that much better though. It spins back in towards the Ravens box. Now Pepino will whip it across. Allen heads well. Barazio tries to nudge it back. Fragale looking for an option. Golding has to make sure of it, does so. And then they go long and into space, but there's no one there. And Tanaka sees it out. You would think that'll take us pretty close to the full-time whistle. Barazio hurt. She hobbles back into the back line for APIA.
Stand in the box, Ash. Stand in the box. In front. Stand in the box.
Ravens are going to take all the time in the world to take this free kick. Make sure she rolls it to the right blade of synthetic grass. Does come along eventually. Back to Barazio. She goes long. Pepino trying to bring it down, but Davies clever. Works really nicely with Coleman to keep the ball out of harm's reach.
Winners, no bounce, winners!
Coleman just goes high in the air. Lancaster just heads it back into the middle of the park.
Forward, yes! Keep the ball! Jay!
Ball whipped it out to Charles Lambus, who's just going to play it into the corner here now. And then just send it out for a purposeful goal kick. Arms go up in the air. As the whistle still hasn't gone. Most here will be somewhat confused why there's so much time added on, but the drinks break wasn't factored in on the scoreboard clock. Here's Pountney now. He brings it forward but doesn't need to, because the Gladesville Ravens have gone back-to-back to start the season in an absolute cracker against last season's regular season champions, APIA Leichhardt. From 2-0 down, they've turned it around to come back and win 3-2. 2 goals in the second half, enough to make the difference and collect 3 points and send them, or keep them I should say, top of the National Premier League Women's competition ladder. APIA will be bitterly disappointed. Ravens players consoling Tanya Barazio, who looks to be down in tears and discomfort. Her errors in the end were costly for her side, despite a marvellous 90 minutes. But in the end, it was the Ravens that took their chances when they came, and will go home on this very nice Sydney Sunday evening with big smiles on their faces. It's been a pleasure once again calling this game for you on the Football New South Wales official YouTube channel. A quick tale of the tape. APIA led 2-0 to start this game. Goals from Gisela Pepino and Charlotte Lancaster, before one was pulled back by Eva Lexi Moreno or Patricia Charalambus. We'll have to go and ask the officials after the game whether or not who scored that one. And then it was 2 goals in the second half when Ravens came back out. Goals to just one player, Isabella Habuda, finishing twice past Sophie Magus in goals after 2 errors from Tanya Barazio to make sure her side stole away the 3 points at the death. Once again, full time here at Christie Park. Gladesville Ravens 3, APIA Leichhardt 2.